Every generation believes it's living in the age of reason. But if you look back far enough, you'll find moments when logic bent to superstition, when science was still trying to make sense of what it meant to be human. Before we dive in, if you're here, it's because you love to understand the impossible. So hit that like button and show YouTube the power of curiosity. Let's start with the whipping boy. In royal courts, when a prince misbehaved, someone else took the punishment for him. The logic? That watching a friend suffer would teach empathy. But neuroscience says otherwise. Repeated exposure to pain, even witnessed, desensitizes the brain's empathy centers. What was meant to build conscience slowly erased it. We weren't teaching emotion, we were rewiring it. Next, the leech collector. For centuries, doctors believed illness came from bad blood, so people waded into swamps, letting leeches bite their legs, then sold them to physicians. It sounds medieval, but it's how medicine evolved. Because before we found microbes, the body was a mystery of balance and superstition. Every wrong theory was a stepping stone toward the truth. Then came the resurrectionists. When medical schools ran out of cadavers, some people made a living digging up the dead. Dark? Absolutely. But without them, anatomy might have stayed a forbidden art. Science has always been driven by the few, willing to touch what society refuses to face. Sometimes progress crawls out of the grave. Quick question. What do you think pushed humanity further? Curiosity or desperation? Comment below. I'll be reading your thoughts. Now, the professional mourner. In ancient times, families hired people to cry at funerals. Fake tears, real biology. Psychology shows that public grief releases oxytocin, a chemical that bonds groups and reduces fear. They weren't just performing, they were helping the brain heal through shared emotion. And finally, the strangest of all, the groom of the stool. Yes, there was once a man whose job was to assist the king during his most private moments. But here's the twist. He held real political power. He knew every royal secret, literally. And today, scientists study the human microbiome, bacteria from, well, the same source, to unlock how gut health affects the brain. From royal thrones to research labs, it's the same story. Power hides where we least expect it. Maybe these jobs weren't madness after all. Maybe they were steps, awkward, strange, necessary, toward understanding what makes us human. Because behind every superstition lies the same question that drives science today. Why? If you're still here, it's because you're part of that search. Subscribe to Raw Science, and let's keep exploring the strange side of knowledge together.